Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. So, how's y'all's doing? How's y'all's doing? Let's read some more amazing comments. I'm just like, so in awe, loving them. Thank you for like sending in such amazing comments. The luxury hybrid. How you doing, sweetie? On my Fashion is Dead video. Awkward sneeze. Oh yeah, because I sneezed in the video. Yeah, well, you know. Awkward sneeze. I think that sneeze was because you're allergic to the bullshit in fashion lately. Bam! Yes, mama. You're like snap and pose, girl. She drops the mic. I've been desiring a minimalist wardrobe lately. I actually purchased 2 handbags from an Instagram page that represented exactly that. Very clean lines, leather, made in Italy, and minimalistic. Gasp. Shocking. Not a fashion brand. But I don't give a damn. Shows I've been watching lately are Homeland, Billions, Shades of Blue, and Superdacob. Aw, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Yeah, because this here's a show. We're putting on the show, ladies and gentlemen. And actually, the chair this show is sitting on is not really collaborating today. I was battling insomnia since December, which led me to cutting coffee out of my life completely. I take 12.5 milligram every other night for sleep. 12.5 milligram of what for sleep? You didn't write what you take for sleep. Or is that like a thing that I'm supposed to know that I don't know? I don't know what it means. You're taking something, but I don't know what. But anyway, for sleeping. But now I'm more interested into getting back to fitness and clean eating. Perhaps because I felt so stupid and materialistic. I'm even gravitating toward a different vibe in terms of my content because I drifted away from what it intentionally set out to be. Thank you for sharing with us. My comment is lengthy as usual because I want to share back to you. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Sending you love and good vibes. Big hugs to you. Closest emoji I could find to emulating a hug is like, yeah, check it out. Very Power Rangers. Thank you so much, sweetie. Now listen. What can I say? The sleep pattern. It always shifts. I know last time I spoke about it, I was like, like a chicken. Waking up as the sun comes up and then going to bed as the sun goes down. Well, that has changed yet again. At the moment, when I'm filming this majestic little video here, it's 1 a.m. So much for the sleeping and the not sleeping. It's super late. I'm kind of like again in another rhythm all together. So it keeps changing. It keeps shifting. What can I tell you? It's what it is now. It's going to change again. Okay, let me tell you how my body works. Now, I don't want to upset all y'all doctors out there because I know you're going to write me and be like, what is going on? But let me tell you this thing. Call me crazy, and maybe I've said this in another video, or maybe I said it at dinner to a friend of mine. I'm not sure anymore. I'm like blurring out, YouTube and a restaurant. Well, there you have it. Because to me, this is like sitting with a friend and eating. So obviously, I'm going to mix up the two. For me, it's the same thing. Okay, so this is let me tell you what it is. It is this. I have the feeling that my biorhythm, I feel like an alien, literally, because I don't feel like my rhythm abides to a 24-hour schedule or clock or time. So let's say to me, my day is around 30-ish hours long. Like that's what my body and soul kind of feel is a day. So indeed, when I have the time to coordinate myself and live the life that I'm leading like naturally, if I like follow my body instinct, and I get everything done, mind you. This is not about, he's not getting stuff done. Oh, get a life. No, everything is perfect. However, my rhythm shifts because of that difference that my kind of rhythm is around 30 hours and the world's rhythm is 24 hours. So I have those 6 hours extra. They kind of, they tend to shift more. So there's going to be a period. Let's say I do a cycle in maybe 30 days, 30 hours, 30 days. Weird. But yeah, like a month has 30 days, but a day doesn't have 30 hours. It has 24 hours. But then there's like so many weird things there. Like, for example, I found a Swatch watch from a brand that still kind of exists, but I think is hanging on a loose thread, or by a loose thread. Cassette Playa. Playa with Playa. Loved the brand in the late 2000s. Super, like you can't, I couldn't afford it back then anyway. And now, even now, like when you try to look at stuff, on secondhand websites, they're too expensive. I don't like what they did with Nike. I like their own stuff around 2006, 7, when also they were like doing stuff for The Knife. Oh, I love the band. I still listen to The Knife. Anyway, I digress. Why was I saying this? Oh yeah, they designed a Swatch watch with Swatch that, and this is a rare thing. It blew my mind though. Listen to this. The dials, the actual time of the watch was not 12 hours, but 24 hours. So it took the hour dial, 24 hours to make a full circle. It wouldn't make 2 full circles in a day, but it would indeed make 1 full circle in a day. And you would think, oh yeah, so what? Well, it's not so what. Think about it. It's a different concept of time. Even though it's a 20, you know what I mean? Like, we're used to seeing these dials turning twice a day, and yet this one turns once a day. So I thought to myself, okay, well, if my watch were 30 hours, that would make so much more sense to me. Let's say if I were to spend a lot of time in Las Vegas, I would probably, because if you're in a casino or if you're in a hotel or wherever you are, they blend out lights, they blend out natural lighting because they want you to lose perception of time. So it's just an endless loop. Everything is open day and night. It's incredible. It's sick, but it's incredible. I shot part of my Freddy Krueger tribute video in Las Vegas, in Planet Hollywood. You could check that out. That's a funny horror video. All shot with an iPod Touch, by the way. So, the quality is what it is. But it was a lot of fun shooting it. So like when you're there, you lose track of time. Like, so if I were to like spend a lot of time there, I would definitely, in a sick way, feel like kind of like normal to have a 30-day rhythm. But of course, having windows and opening them up and actually having sunlight changes things a little. Nevertheless, my body needs these 30 hours to kind of restart all over again. So that means that everything shifts. So that means that when I can coordinate my own time, I still get everything done. Everything's totally fine. Except there are periods when I'm awake more at night and periods when I'm awake more or when I'm asleep more at night. At the moment, I'm in somewhere in between, so I'm going to go to bed relatively soon after finishing the video. But, you got to kind of see it more or less that way. What does this mean? I would like to think that this means that I might live longer or that I might age slower. Because if you know what I mean? Like, if you convince yourself that your day is 30 hours long and not 24 hours long, well, somebody else's day would have finished 6 hours ago. Yours is still going. They're already in the next day. You're still in the day before. Aha. So what does this mean? Maybe, just maybe, time runs slower for me. Hence, your 24 hours are my 30 hours. Now, it's all possible. We know about quantum physics. We know about, parallel universities, that's a good one. Realities and other existences and the 4th dimension, 5th and 6th, and I don't know how many more dimensions there really are. So why not? We know that there's other time lines out there. Could it possibly be that I am from another time zone, or time zone for sure for somebody, but like another timeline or time frame, but I'm not that much into another time frame, so that I can still kind of blend into the 24-hour time frame and get still being with one foot in one and with the other foot in the other. I do feel like I'm that a little bit. And then there's this like zodiac kind of thing. I mean, the zodiac has like these 12 zodiac signs. It's not really zodiac. It's another type of thing that's called star child. So according to the star child description, I'm a star child. I'm actually from another planet. Whatever. I'm not Trisha Paytas now telling you guys, sitting on my kitchen floor crying, telling you I'm a chicken nugget. This is not what I'm doing. But it's a theory. You could read it. There's like a lot of it on the internet actually, and it's super fascinating because it doesn't say that you're an alien. It just says that your soul, if you were to believe, you know, in reincarnation and stuff like that, that it comes from a different reality. And now you're here on this planet and living this life, but you are indeed from somewhere else. And that's an amazing and fascinating theory, which I have to say fits my description of what I am to a T, more so than the actual zodiac signs. They also kind of nail it, but not as much as the star child or star seed or whatever thing. Super fascinating, super fascinating. So yeah, Google that and check it out. You might be one too. So welcome to this planet, the bunker planet, where, you know, time is different, where we age at a different pace, and where things just evolve totally differently. Spooky? Yeah, maybe. But also fun, because different, you know, and we love to embrace different. We love to learn about what's different, right? Right. So, Invisible Girl 422. How you doing, Debbie, sweetie? So, I understand what you are going through. Isolation and looking for meaning in life in general, and I are close friends. I am feeling lost and anxious, more so than usual. It helps to hear others are experiencing the same. I'm looking into the past fashion-wise and fragrance-wise. There's inspiration there. I'm speaking of things that possibly are 50 years or older. I read a rumor that good old Ricardo Tisci may be next up at Versace. LOL. Question. Are you interested in adding to the fashion bunker some pieces from the early 60s? Catherine O'Hara, if I am not mistaken, was also in a horror movie. Can't remember which one, but Hellraiser is coming to mind. Now on to Google. Take care, Dacob. You are not the only one. XOXO. Thank you so much, Debbie Sweetie. First of all, there's a lot to say. Okay. Don't be anxious. I mean, sure, we go through anxiety. It's okay to be anxious from time to time, but don't be constantly anxious. Sometimes embrace the notion of not knowing things. You know, how to put this in words? Sometimes the uncertainty of what tomorrow might bring can be extremely exciting in a positive way if we learn to let go. If we keep on fear, I don't know, I don't know where the anxiety is coming from, but usually I'm anxious and afraid when I have this fear of something that I don't know, or something that might happen that I don't know if it's going to happen or not, and stuff like that. So, but if I let go and I just like let things happen, fearlessly let go, the anxiety just dissipates. And all of a sudden it's just gone, it disappears. However, anxiety can be triggered by so many different factors, and I am not a doctor, so I don't want to influence or tell you stuff that's like total bow. But, for the anxiety that's like not a chemical reaction in the body, sometimes we just lack some chemical reaction, so we need like some sort of medication and then it's all done. But I'm not talking about that sort of anxiety triggered by that, but just like, I don't know, anxiety because like we think too much, because we analyze stuff to death, and stuff like that. There you could learn to let go a little. I try it all the time. Easier said than done, I know, because I have my anxiety attacks too sometimes for the stupidest things, in my case, seriously. Yeah. Spooky stuff. Like, for example, the other day, this caused anxiety. I don't know why, but it did. So I was grocery shopping. Yes, Superdacob does eat. Actually, too much at the moment. But anyway, I digress. And so there I am at the cash register, and I pay, and I have my own bag. I recycle as much as I can. So really, I try to think about that when I leave the house to take a bag with me. Always use the same bag. I don't wish to get new bags in the supermarket. But anyway, so I have my bag and stuff, and I fill it up, and I'm leaving, and as I'm exiting the store, this guy holds the door for me. And I mean, I had one hand free. I just had one bag. And he's like, so you're alone today? And I'm like, do I know you? You know what I mean? It was so creepy. It's like super stalkery, like in a way, like, yeah, I'm not always alone. I mean, I have people with me. I'm not a loner crab, or how do you call those things? But like that somebody observes that and says like, oh, today, you're alone, like, and I'm like, yeah, because I was alone. I mean, there was, what I was supposed to say. And then, but I mean, I answered in such a creepy, I was like, yeah, like, like, stay away from me. That this person, I don't know, just like stopped talking. And then but you see, then I got the anxiety because I was like, fuck, this person is following me, So I mean, my bag of groceries, already whole movies playing in my head. Psycho is playing in my head. Hitchcock. I don't know, no other movie comes to mind, but all that shit is playing in my head, and I'm like, fuck, this person is following me. So I become psycho myself, because then I start turning around every 5 seconds, checking out if the person is following me. No clue if it really happened or not. I mean, I hope it didn't happen, and then I came home and I had this anxiety, like, oh my God, now, oh my God, this person, what does this person know? Like, why, like, do they want to hurt me? And then I was like, Dacob, what the fuck are you, just like, let go. It's like, what is going on? Just because like total stranger seemed like they followed your movement, and they kind of saw that day you were alone, and they made a comment or remark on it. I mean, they exposed themselves, if anything. Now I know that this person knows that sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, I can go grocery shopping alone or not. Spooky, creepy, yes. Okay, let's put it this way. Very, very creepy. But what I want to say is, I figured out later on when I kind of did a little bit of breathing exercise, like, okay, no need to get anxious because of that. Creeped out, maybe a little. But even that now is fine. But I just like anxiety, whatever, let it go. Oh, water off a duck's back. Catherine O'Hara in Hellraiser, no clue. Really? I have to Google it, because maybe she was, but I don't think so. I don't know. As far as the fashion bunker is concerned, clothes from the 50s, 60s, yes, it's not like the fashion bunker is a limited space. And also, mind you, amazing pieces, I need to see them first. You know what I mean? Like, before I purchase anything and stuff like that, I need to know what it is, and or before I archive something, even if it's a gift. Because the thing is, finding space is always possible, but what I strive towards is actually keeping up with all of these pieces in the bunker, and kind of like checking up on them, keeping them fresh, airing them, and all that stuff. So I can't do it with everything. You know what I mean? And so I really try to limit myself, especially now that I'm more consciously purchasing stuff. I really, really try to limit myself, secondhand for now, of course, really thinking things through before they actually happen. This piece, by the way, this is many years old. This is Jeremy Scott with Adidas. So I'm just like, this is all stuff I'm taking out of the bunker to wear for the video, for example. And it's stuff that is archived, but it's stuff that I take it out, let it breathe, I wear it out, as well as shooting the video and stuff like that. So I'm very, very, very kind of particular about picking out what, ends up actually archived in the bunker. It's another story, to film it in the bunker, like for a video. That's a different story again. But to actually archive something, I'm very complicated when it comes to that. Yes, the Versace rumor, I told you already in the comment section, but super funny. Actually, I didn't start, I read it also online, but I made a video when I said Riccardo Tisci's exiting Givenchy, or Givenchy exits Riccardo Tisci. In that video, I mentioned that he might be going to Versace. So yeah, fun times, I guess. I don't know, for him. I mean, better. He's definitely better off at Versace than he ever was at Givenchy. Let's, and we don't need to throw more shade than life has already thrown at him. Yes. She snapped and she posed. But yeah, camera gonna cut me off. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this fashion talk, channel talk, fashion talk, whatever video. This little guitar, this little Jeremy Scott guitar is gonna bing, 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 serenade you a little lullaby song or a love song, and I hope you enjoy. Comment everything in the comment section down below, whatever you want to know, hear, or say, or share with us. And if you haven't already but wish to, please do subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So, no matter what they throw at us, no matter how deep the anxiety might get, we breathe in and we never give up on love, and the anxiety just dissipates. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.